What's up, guys? My name is Brett Apley. Most of you know me as BP Bomb, and I am thrilled to say it is officially UFC 229 fight week. What I'm going to do today is break down the main event, which of course is Conor McGregor versus Khabib Nurmagomedov, and I'm going to try to do so from a unique perspective. I'm not naive. I know there are thousands of other videos you could be watching, thousands of other people who are breaking down this fight, and because I truly respect you, the listener, I'm not going to waste your time with the same old nonsense. Before I get into that breakdown, let me quickly mention that if you do want full breakdowns for UFC 229, not just from an analysis perspective, but also from a DraftKings perspective, you can find that in the RotoGrinders Marketplace or follow me on Twitter at BrettApley, @TTP. There will also be DraftKings projections, rankings, lineup builders, strategy articles. I'll give away any personal bets I have, and so much more. Guys, there is more than $500,000 to be won on DraftKings this weekend. That's nuts. And DraftKings is giving away $100,000 to the winner of the $10 contest. If you want a shot at that $100,000, you're in luck because I'm going to give away a couple shots at it. All you have to do is subscribe to this channel, like the video, and comment below who you think is going to win, Conor or Khabib. Also post your Twitter account in that comment so I have somewhere to tag you. If you don't have a Twitter account, go make one, okay? It takes like 5 seconds. And don't tell me this $100,000 is unwinnable either. Our premium subs have had so much success this year. It's insane. Literally last week, we had 2 guys take home $20,000. Our boy Pimple Popper took home $20K solo in this very same contest. And our other boy, M. Tamburi, won 2 $10,000 packages for UFC 229. That's right, he's sitting pretty. UFC 229 floor seats, VIP experience. Congrats to those guys. But this $100,000 can be won. If you want a shot at it, the contest rules are simple, and I will just literally send you the money to play, okay? That's all you got to do. Comment below, like, subscribe, etc., etc. Let's get down to the meat and potatoes of this video, which is, of course, breaking down Conor versus Khabib. And I'm sure many of you want me to get right into it. Who do you think is going to win? But I hate approaching fights from that perspective. To me, analyzing fights isn't necessarily about who's going to win. It's about determining probabilities of certain outcomes and expectations. So what is the most likely outcome in this fight, and what are each fighter's paths to victory? Let's start with Khabib. He's a world-class combat sambo fighter. He has an elite takedown rate of 5.44 takedowns per 15 minutes, and he's completed takedowns with a 45% accuracy. His game is largely built around single-leg takedowns, body lock takedowns, and trips, and his top control is among the best in the entire sport. I always see people questioning, oh, what's the best skill set to have in MMA? Wrestling, striking, grappling, who knows? I will give you the answer. The best skill set to have in MMA is the ability to land takedowns. That's it. Why? That skill directly translates into the #1 most effective way of winning rounds, which is earning top control time. If you can consistently earn top control time in the UFC, which is an extremely low variance position compared to striking, you will win fights at an extremely high rate. People want to know, can Conor take Khabib down? The answer is yes. Khabib can take Conor down, and he will take Conor down given enough opportunities. If this fight plays out for 25 minutes and Khabib attempts like 20 takedowns, he will 100% take Conor down. And once he takes Conor down, that will start a series of unfortunate events for Conor that will eventually lead to a loss. He will be forced to work up from the bottom position against the talented top control grappler. That will cost him energy. He will potentially take damage on the mat, and he will be giving up that precious top control time. If this fight goes more than a couple rounds, it's going to be because Khabib has started to have success with his takedowns. And once that process starts, it's going to be difficult for Conor to come back and win. And so that's why I personally find it extremely unlikely Conor can win a decision here. You'd have to dramatically favor Khabib in rounds 3 through 5, and if Khabib is winning those rounds, there's a good chance he's already won portions of the first round or two. And so if Conor isn't likely to win a decision, that means he's going to need to knock Khabib out in the first couple rounds. Well, what are the chances of that? Khabib is going to 100% be in danger while this fight plays out on the feet. I want to be very clear about that. Whenever this fight is on the feet, Khabib is in danger, and luckily for Conor, that's where the fight starts. But here's the problem. When you take a fighter like Khabib, who understands his path to victory, understands the dangers of striking, he's going to do his best to limit Conor's attack. Traditionally, Khabib has only absorbed 1.55 significant strikes per minute. That's an extremely low rate. And so if we take the first round, for example, we can assume Khabib will absorb maybe 5 to 10 significant strikes with upside of 20. But he's not just going to sit in the pocket and trade with Conor if he can't get the takedown. He's going to keep his distance as much as he can. He's going to clinch as much as he can. And that will limit the opportunities that Conor will have. From a macro perspective, if we're trying to dissect Conor's chances of winning, we have to assume his path to victory relies upon him not only hurting Khabib, but knocking him out in the first round or two. And so for me, it's hard to come up with an argument where that happens 5 times out of 10 or more. If these two fought 10 times, you are absolutely correct. Conor can hurt Khabib, Conor will hurt Khabib, and some of those times, Conor will get the finish. But does Conor knock Khabib out in the first round or two 5 out of 10 times or more? I personally don't think so, in which case, overall, I do believe Khabib should be the favorite. If Khabib can survive early, his skill set will carry him to a late stoppage or potentially a decision, and in my opinion, that is the most likely outcome in this fight. Alright guys, that's it for the short breakdown. If you want full DraftKings breakdowns, projections, rankings for every single fight on this card, again, follow me on Twitter at BrettApley, and you will find the link to MMA Premium. And remember, I'm giving away a couple shots at the $100,000. I'll post the rules in the comments section if you missed it. Best of luck this week. Peace.